Good afternoon. This is a members video. We're looking at mags. I'm going to throw out a few videos today, and Magnificent 7 is going to be an important one to see what the overall big dogs are doing and how they're losing strength here. So first of all, I'm going to start with the monthly time frame, and then we'll just go down to the daily. I want to show any trend lines that are necessary. This one, I don't have one in particular because it's fairly new. Okay, going back to just before 2024, and it's gone straight up pretty much. And so what we're going to look at is I'm going to go back to the SOX indice, and I think we're here. So when things are fantastic and great, the I guess the dealers, I want to say, make the ETFs because they want retailers jumping into it, and it's fantastic. Everything's great. And then we have this huge crash where the SOX actually made a new low from its I guess IPO, not really from its when it was made. All right, I can't think. I'm losing my words here, but it made a new low right off the bat, and then everybody got in there exuberant, and actually over the years made a brand new low. I think that'll still be the case here. I think that will, but I'm going to say, I'm not doom and gloom. After that happens, look what was after. Okay, so the mags, I think it's in a similar situation. And also MJ, I did put that in the cannabis video that I made some months ago. And I think we'll make new lows, and it will be a great buying opportunity. It might take many, many years to get back to the highs, but it will come. And so this is just getting started, in my opinion, and there's not much to look at here right now until you get to some major levels at about maybe 56 or so. But going to the daily, I don't have any major trend lines that I can, chalk up for you on that monthly time frame. But what we can look for in the super long term, you can look at this possibly being some sort of support for a larger head and shoulders, right? This is what we're looking for the recession, all right? For the first part of the recession. It goes right along with what we've talked about in the overall SPX video, and then we'll get a nice bull market that makes a lower high. Okay, so in the near term, what we're looking for with this move here is, first of all, our topping pattern. And you can look at this in a couple different ways. You can say this is a head and shoulder, ascending triangle, descending triangle, like that. But no matter what, either way, you're going to do the same measurement from the width from peak to the neckline. And so it doesn't really matter what the what the name of it is. So so we can do this and put it down from the breakdown point. It's just a measured move, and notice it takes us right into this volume node. And there's many different ways you can use so many tools. You see the volume that's here. Well, you see this peeking out here, that's your next real volume node. Notice it comes right down to it. I probably didn't do this perfect, but it essentially comes right down into this 55 area. So that's going to be our target for the Magnificent 7. It's already starting to break down. And what I think is happening, this isn't going to be pretty. This is going to be similar to like Hood into Palantir, where you just start getting weaker bounces as you go, and it really starts to just not bounce at all. And in your rotation out of all of the Mag 7s will kind of display that. So while Microsoft might be at its low right now it's Tesla's turn. Now it's Nvidia's turn to take over. And so you're going to get these meager bounces, while like something like Microsoft won't get its real bounce until things are relieved. So you see this price action right here. You don't even need to pull up this volume shelf. All of this volume's in here. And so continuing on, you can see this is what we call a bow and arrow support resistance area, which creates a volume shelf. It's just where consolidation comes into a triangle, and then you can consider this that's the bow, and you can consider this the arrow. Okay, and so price is probably going to go right into this direction. That's your measured move. We broke down, and so going into tomorrow, we might even get a little bit of a back test with the rest of the market that bounces a little bit, and then you should see this fail pretty heavily down at that point. You might get a bounce here at 58 or so, but ultimately I think we're going to 55 in the near term. And then after that, this will probably resolve into we'll probably end up counting it as some sort of wave one, and then or A, and then you get your B, and then off to the races for a bigger correction at that point. All right. So your moving averages, we're at that 200-day moving average. And so clearly that's where we're going to get a reaction. And guess what? You're right in between the 8 EMA and that. So we're going to go test that 8 EMA and then fail because of momentum's to the downside. And this should accelerate after we're our bull bear line here on the daily time frame. And yeah, that's what I got for you. I think that's the most important information that you need. There's other things you can look at, you can check on your own, but this is simple. Keep it simple. We're going to 5,500 most likely probability.